I want to talk about LactoCran and why you mix the ingredients together. How does that work?
LactoCran is actually a synbiotic. When you call a synbiotic, it's basically a composition containing both prebiotic and a probiotic. Probiotic will be a bacteria. LactoCran consists of cranberry seed powder, and in probiotic we have got LactoSpore, Bacillus coagulans extract, a Bacillus coagulans strain. Sabinsa has been manufacturing Bacillus coagulans for over 20 years. We manufacture and market it in our own facility. Bacillus coagulans is a spore-forming bacteria. And what we have found in our studies that in symbiotics, every product, every bacteria has its own nutritional requirement. And to get an optimum benefit of a probiotic in the gut health, you need to get that nutritional fulfillment. And in our studies, what we found was that cranberry powder, seed powder, was providing that nutritional requirement of our Bacillus coagulans strain. And thus, this idea was born to use as a symbiotic composition, where the prebiotic would provide the food or the nutritional requirement of Bacillus coagulans. Now, when you do that, you get a good amount of probiotic effect. For example, in the gut health, if you give a good nutrition to a probiotic, it can easily overcome the colonizing resistance from the inherent bacteria which are already there, and it will help in giving better microbiota and a better immune health and a gut health.
I think maybe a lot of people are confused between a prebiotic and a probiotic.
Right. This is a new term which is coming up. In fact, the symbiotic is also. The probiotic is actually a living microorganism which is residing in the gut and provides you health benefits. So based on the WHO's definition, this would be coming as a probiotic.
These are the ads we see with the happy tummy.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to the probiotic, they also require nutrition. And that nutrition is provided basically by fibers. So you will see a lot of times you'll come across a prebiotic term associated with fibers.
Yeah.
But in our studies, we have found that fibers alone, they may not be sufficient for providing complete nutrition. That's what we studied in this case.
Well, I want to hear more about the study that Sabinsa did do.
Right. Sabinsa, in order to evaluate the prebiotic from Cranberry, our team of scientists came up with a test protocol which can withstand the litmus test for the symbiotic formulations. So in this study, what we do, we basically compare different prebiotic against standard prebiotic which are commercially used for the growth of Bacillus coagulans, our strain. And in this particular study, when we did with Cranberry, we compared it against commercially available fructooligosaccharides, which is very commonly used. And in this particular study, what we found that FOS, in fact, was not able to provide that kind of growth as what we found with cranberry seed powder. Cranberry seed powder, when added with LactoSpore, our Bacillus coagulans, showed phenomenal growth in Bacillus coagulans. And that was quite amazing for us. And it obviously became a quite natural choice for using it as a prebiotic.
Why did you choose Cran Natural for the prebiotic?
Well, cranberry has been always very fascinating for us for its involvement in UTI. But over the time, and since we have understood quite a lot about the Bacillus coagulans requirement of nutrition, we have, with this background in our mind, we were looking for exploring for getting a seed, in fact, a fruit-based fiber. And when we came across the science which was created by Fruitio on cranberry seed powder, we found that it's not just an ordinary powder. In fact, it not only complements some of the functions of Bacillus coagulans, our strain, but also helps in providing that complete nutrition, with its versatile nutritional profile. Now, if you look with FOS, you're basically getting the fiber part. But with cranberry seed powder, you're not just getting fibers. You're getting basically you're getting proteins. You're getting proanthocyanidins. Now, all these things complement and synergize each other's activity, and this is how the concept of LactoCran came up.
Anurag Pande, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.